Hey yo, what's good everybody? A player in the previous video with the Kairyu Shin combo asked for this deck list. Now, before I do all of that, I gotta tell you that I probably won't explain a whole lot. It's more or less the same ratios we were playing before we lost the statue. And then it's not gospel. At best, I think it's a guideline for now until we figure out something. I do lean a little bit more into the ice barrier stuff after playing with it a little bit. But we'll see. So the first thing is we got all the three ofs here. The best starter ever, Prince, and then we have 3 squad, 3 Rhine, 3 Dragoons, and 3 Abysteus. They're probably the 5 best cards in the whole deck, really. So you just max out on those, and then we got some 2-ofs here. We got Poseidra, and we have Abyss Pike. Now, I do like both of these at 3, especially this guy, but they contribute to breaking hands. And then really, if you open one of these, you're kind of shitting on your coelacanth line anyway, so whatever. And then we get into the 1-ofs. I have to say, I hate 1-ofs, so if there's a way we can shave this down, and I know the vanilla is the obvious one, and probably Kairyu Shin and the field spell are others, but like, if there's a way to shave this down and keep those, well then I suppose someone somewhere will figure it out, but it won't be me. We have the coelacanth harpooner. This is, like I said before, it's kind of like a fake Atlantean, fake Mermail, where you can reveal it in another water card, and then you summon one and discard the other. I don't think it triggers what it sends, but it's a 4 and a tuner in a pinch, I guess, and you can bring it back with Anemone. Minstrel. A 1-of at least is a staple. If you're playing coelacanth, this is also a staple. This also stays in the deck. And then we have the vanilla that we search with the Partu. That could come in or out. We have Kairyu Shin and Megalanica. Kairyu Shin searches the field spell, and they're not bad, but, you know, a lot of 1-ofs. I don't like 1-ofs. And then the hand traps are hella standard. We go 3 Ash, 3 Fua, 3 Perulia. This doesn't have to be in the deck at all. I like it. It's a 4. You can Anemone it back. It's a water. It's an aqua. You can do a lot more with it than, let's say, this or this. And then we have 3 Impulse. Good card. And then we have 3 Imperm. I don't know if I'll keep this in here. I might put Dominus Spiral over it, but we'll see. It's still a good card. And then that is the entire main deck. I think it's 40. Might be 42. I don't remember. But as for the extra deck, it's just the basic 3 links here. King, Anemone, and then Lacey. Lacey don't always end up in my lists, though. Sometimes it's just these. But then you need another link, and the Haggard, Lizard, those guys, or whatever, is pretty good. But this, clearly, because it's archetypal, works with it, so, you know. And then we have the Xyz in Poseidra, Giles. I like this because you can't really go into Poseidra if your Abyss Track gets compromised, you know, which, speaking of. And then Vipartu, in combo, you summon this guy, and it detaches Dragoons immediately, and then you get the empty plus by adding the vanilla, but then you get the Dragoon search, and that's ultimately what we're looking for. Also, if they want to ash this or whatever, that's fine. The Virtue, we just play it for recursion. I'm not on that trap. And then we get to the Synchros. Qingying might trade this for the Ice Jade Synchro, but that's to be determined. Trish, Croc, Dragite, Monoceros. Okay, so I'm still on Prima Donna. Just because we don't have statue doesn't mean this lost its utility. You can summon anything out of the deck if you need an extender, and it's still really good for that. And then it still puts back a banished card in the deck if it leaves the field, so this, or leaves to the graveyard. So this is still pretty good, all things considered. And then I'm trying out a Coral Dragon. It ain't bad so far, really. And then I'll do the side deck, even though this always in the works. 1 Fragrance, 1 Slug. I finally got a secret one after playing on a super for so long. I sold my original one. It was a Euro English one. And if anyone happens to have that, I will gladly swap this plus boot, or for a Spanish one, Europrint Spanish. And then the 2 droll, because we can only play 2. The minstrel and the other minstrel, the sisters. I feel like if you're going first into game 2 or 3, you should play 3 of these and this. If you're going first, so you can rip grip and then establish your floods and your interruptions, and then 3 bell. And then we have Mizuchi, because MST is a deck, called by for obvious reasons, talent, duster, and lightning storms. This will change every day, every week, whatever, because it's not set in stone. I think the only things that I would keep in here for sure are these 3, and then everything else can change. But yeah, that's the profile. I appreciate you watching. See you in the next one. Don't be late.